Oh, hi. Welcome back, episode 3 of the Boneyard. My name's DaddyBones. Oh, don't mind me, I'm just doing a little roofing. Starting off up here today, I had cleaned off some of the honeycomb off the copper blocks. Yeah, so they could oxidize some more in certain areas. I wanted to give it a look like, maybe they could rainwater wash down a certain way and it all didn't wear away evenly. This is a way of creating more texture in your builds. I think there are some ideas that maybe I'll even put like just blocks in certain spots so it's a little like awkward. I haven't gotten there yet and decided if I wanted to do that or not. I also found a little problem back here. Yeah, right up here up top. These are spawnable blocks on either side of this. So I need to fix that too. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, but yeah, I gotta fix that. Wow, that looks pretty cool, right? Just a little bay that we have going on, a little cove, bay. What is that? What do you call that? So we're going to work on the skeleton spawner that's out that way, and we're going to need some materials. Amethyst. For creating the tinted glass, which also means we need sand. No, you move over. Excuse me? You are so rude. We're gonna need some kelp for the water elevator. So soul sand for the bottom of the elevator, but let's go head up there and get some ice. After I cautiously made my way up here to get some ice, I got to thinking about where I'm going to build my first portal. I'm a player who doesn't like to build portal after portal. I need to change that, and I understand I need to. But not right now. So I found a broken portal, and we're going to fix it and go to the nether that way. Let's make our way down from here gently. Get away from me. Nope, get away from me. I don't need you. Here it is in all its glory, the broken portal that we're going to use to get ourselves to the nether. I'm just trying to figure out which way this originally was aligned. I thought it was that way, but it's so weird. All right, well, we're going to take this. I already looted the chest because that's, was out exploring one day and decided to do that. I think we're just going to make this our portal and use some of these to clean things up. Let's get some of this, because that won't make the portal. Who's been cutting onions? Not me. All right, gold boots are on. I'm ready to light this thing up. Let's see where we land. Oh, good. So at least we're not over lava ocean, and all right, we're not too bad. Not too bad. Just need to find ourselves a soul sand, some soul sand, and get the heck out of here. All right, we're back from the nether with success. I went ahead and just got a stack of soul sand, and then yeah, exited and just came back. All right, well, next up we're gonna make some tinted glass. All right, 2 stacks. 2 stacks is probably more than enough. All right, what do we got? We got, all right, we got a soul sand or ice, tinted glass, pickaxes, kelp, 2 buckets of water. So we're going to explore the game mechanic of how to wash a mob under a spawner. This mechanic isn't anything new. I didn't discover it. I saw it in like a Zoom Avoid video back at Hermitcraft Season 1 for as old as this mechanic is. And a lot of people utilize it, myself included. But simply, you drop a water source there, and it'll wash all the way to 8 if you're not familiar with this mechanic. And then what you can do is drop a source there, and now wash a mob, this way. So with that in mind, we want to start from one side of the room. To create a new water source, just one away, and the one in the middle becomes a water source. So you can fill up your bucket in survival mode. So every other one. And use the player also has to fight the currents. But as you can see, it comes all the way down here, 8 away. So like I was saying before, now if you need to continue even further, you can do a little something like that. So this can help you gauge about how big you need to make your room when you are doing your own mob farm of some sort. It could be zombies, skeletons, spiders get washed as well if you come across a spider spawner. The other thing you can do is, if you want to make your room even bigger, is to wash it from both sides. And now you can funnel from both sides into a central channel to a central location here. What about getting them up the elevator? Because we want to talk about drop damage too. Let's work on the elevator mechanic and how that works. First, you're going to need a sign here and here, for example, and that's going to keep the water from coming out of the tunnel going up. We're going to need some kelp. And we're going to put our water source at top, which sounds really weird. But when you plant your kelp, it creates a water source there. And you want to plant it all the way up. And you want to break the bottom one. And as you can see, you got bubbles, which means the water elevator is going. So you just walk right in there. The other thing people utilize are fence gates to help keep the water in. So again, if we put the water at the top, kelp all the way up, and break the bottom guy, elevator's working. So you see how that becomes a mess. So yeah, you can either use signs or gates. It doesn't matter. And that one, when you put your water source on this side, it flows in just like that. Now, some people use ice. I do as well. And that just helps the mob slide across a little bit easier. Alright, so let's talk about drop damage now. Alright, so how does the drop mechanic work? It's pretty simple and straightforward, just like the water. You have a skeleton spawn, for example, at 28 blocks high. You drop him down, and he dies. So, how do you get him down to, like, so you don't have to, like, kill him so hard? Well, let's just find out here. Here's 23. Oh, he survived. Let's try 24. He survived there too. Let's try 25. Dead at 25. So 24 looks like he will survive. So let's do this. There's our skeleton. Fall damage. Survives. One punch kill. That's all you need to do. So that is some mechanical basics to learn how to build just about any mob farm you want that is based around a spawner. And if you do like a, you know, what some people call a mob farm, where they'll create like a platform so many distance away. This is also a way of creating, you know, you're still going to be able to funnel mobs this way. All right, let's go make a skelly farm. All right, farm is done. As you can see, my little collection is there. I forgot to place a block on top of the spawner, so I'm going to get those guys that kind of just spawn there and hang out. Bit of a bummer, but, you know, it's just me in this world, so I'm not really all that concerned. Maybe on a server even, you know, again, I don't really worry about that stuff too much, again, when it's just me playing. You know, again, just me. I can't complain about all those little dinghies. So this is my storage solution right now. It's just 2 chests. It's not a lot. Ooh. Oh. Okay. We'll just go ahead and take these and maybe make them into something. But let's move on, shall we? Next project. All right, skeleton farm is done, and I need to get out of this iron armor and into some diamond gear. I've picked this lovely spot right here to be our mine shaft. So, let's build our entrance. Okay, here it is, our mine shaft entrance. What do you think? I went online looking at entrances to mine shafts, and I didn't like the way they look. So I actually based this off a picnic pavilion. I think this looks terrific. It looks like an entrance to a mine shaft that I'd want to go visit. Yeah. Well, I mean, this is just the entrance. Why don't we get to the bottom of it? Let's go. Made it to the bottom. Such a long trek. I'm gonna need to put like stairs and slabs on the way up because I don't want to keep jumping up all those. But I definitely want to bring you guys down here and talk about the next thing we're going to do. There are two different kinds of mining that a lot of players use, strip mining and branch mining. And there's a slight difference between the two. When you think about branch mining, you got to think about like a tree. So when you start cutting through, you just kind of want to branch until you find, hopefully, diamonds. And then you continue on. This is not my preferred method of mining for diamonds at all. I think there's still a lot that gets missed when doing this. But I do use what I'd like to think of variation of this, and that's the strip mining part. So let's do some strip mining. So one of the first things I like to do is create a 2 wide hallway. Oh my gosh, really? There we go. Well, actually on the way down, I did pick up some diamonds right here. And I had to even create another pickaxe, and I did get Fortune 3 on that pickaxe, which is a beautiful thing. But I like creating a 2 wide hallway for my strip mine. And then basically, instead of branching out, you just keep going straight. That looks awkward. Do I have any? No. We'll fix that later. And then one thing I do to keep myself oriented is I put the torch on the side of the wall that will lead me up to where the exit at, because sometimes when doing branch mining, you can get rather lost. The third thing you need to do is check out your coordinates and find out which way you're going. Here we're going on the z-axis, and we are starting at 40, and we're going to take it. I don't know, I like going like 100, so we'll be taking it to positive 40 if we're going to count. Yeah, we're counting up, so we'll take it to positive 40, and then that'll be our 100 blocks. Now, anytime I come up to an ore, I'm going to go ahead and just silk touch that. I'm not going to bother collecting them all because my inventory is going to fill up. And keeping your ears out for lava spots. Knowing that we're near a pool of lava somewhere. So, be cautious. Oh, look at that. We're right underneath. How far are we? Oh, getting there. Looks like we're under some lava again. Is it 15? Alright, now we're going to switch over to this, because I don't like our regular deep slate. I always like the cobble deep slate because you can always turn that into something. I'm not sure why Mojang has not done something with the regular deep slate. Maybe something in the future that we don't know about. But yeah, cobbled deep slate is the way to go. Alright, so that's a dangerous situation. And what do we do when we get to here? Well, in this instance, I think we're just going to go ahead and turn around. Alright, let's try one more this way. Alright, so now when I turn around, 1, 2, and 3. And again, I put the torch on the side going that way. And just start my way back. Until we come back to our hallway. Now, I made a small error. I actually forgot to light this up on my way out. I'm usually pretty good about it. But it's actually been a while since I've done some strip mining. I've been on a server where mostly my diamonds now come from sales and just kind of exploring. I don't need as much, but this is early game, so got to get back to our roots. Okay, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Thank you so much for coming by. Please, if you can, like the video. And if you liked what you saw and you enjoy my content, please hit subscribe. I'd appreciate that as well. I think our next video is going to focus a little bit on decorating and a little bit infrastructure stuff. As you can see, I've got like the nice bare bones stuff around here. But, you know, maybe some little tchotchkes around the area would look nice. A little pathway coming out. Our house is up this way. And, yeah, no, a little pathway would be nice. Take these llamas home with me. And the same thing with the Skelly farm. It's kind of like out of the way. There's no pathway going to it. It's just jumping up over the mountains and hills. So, yeah, some infrastructure stuff. And, you know, my house isn't even decorated yet. My house, not decorated. So, yeah, I believe we'll be working that over the next 2 weeks and build that into an episode, how we're going to decorate. And that will be it. Again, thank you so much for coming by. And I hope you guys have a great 2 weeks, and I'll see you then. Cheers.
There was a house on the hillside, a house on the hillside, a house on the hillside to see. There was a house on the hillside, a house on the hillside, a house on the hillside to visit Daddy Bones.